If you are thinking about buying a Canon APS-C camera right now, there is one very important reason you might want to slow down and wait, because Canon could be preparing a major upgrade that finally gives its crop sensor lineup the kind of performance photographers have been asking for. The current Canon EOS R7 is still a very capable camera, especially for wildlife, birds, sports, and anyone who wants the extra reach of an APS-C sensor, but the problem is that it has been around for several years now, and the competition has not exactly been standing still. That is why the rumors surrounding Canon's next high-end APS-C camera are getting so interesting. The big question is not simply whether Canon will make a new camera, but whether the next model could completely change what we expect from an APS-C body. Right now, the camera most people are watching is the rumored EOS R7 Mark II, although Canon has not officially confirmed the camera or its specifications, so everything we are discussing should be treated as rumor and expectation rather than final information. Some reports have pointed toward a much higher resolution sensor, potentially around 39 or 40 megapixels, with BSI technology, and even speculation about a stack design. If Canon really goes in this direction, the upgrade could be much bigger than simply adding a few extra megapixels. A faster sensor readout could dramatically improve the experience for wildlife and sports photographers by reducing rolling shutter effects and allowing the camera to capture fast-moving subjects more naturally. And this is where things get really exciting, because some rumors have suggested electronic bursts shooting around 40 frames per second, while other predictions have gone even higher. Imagine trying to capture a bird taking off, a baseball player swinging, a racing car coming around a corner, or a football player making a sudden move. The difference between a normal burst rate and an extremely fast electronic shutter could mean the difference between getting the perfect frame and missing it completely. Canon could also bring improved pre-capture capabilities, allowing the camera to begin recording images just before you fully press the shutter. That would be especially useful for unpredictable wildlife moments where you can see something is about to happen but simply cannot react quickly enough. But speed is only one part of the story. Autofocus could become one of the biggest reasons to wait. The EOS R7 already offers strong subject detection and tracking, but Canon has continued improving its autofocus technology across newer cameras, and it would make sense for the next APS-C flagship to benefit from those developments. The dream scenario would be a camera that can recognize animals, birds, people, vehicles, and other subjects more reliably while maintaining focus through complicated backgrounds and rapid movement. For wildlife photographers, that could be a massive improvement in real-world shooting, because having more megapixels is useful, but having autofocus that consistently locks onto the subject is often much more important. There is also the possibility that Canon could improve the body and overall handling. Some rumors and community speculation have imagined a more professional design, potentially borrowing ideas from Canon's newer full-frame cameras. That could mean better ergonomics, stronger weather resistance, improved controls, and a more refined shooting experience. And if Canon manages to keep the camera relatively compact while increasing performance, it could become an extremely attractive option for photographers who do not want to carry a full-frame setup into the field. Video could be another major part of this upgrade. The current R7 already gives creators strong video capabilities, but the next generation could push things further with higher resolution recording, improved readout, better stabilization, and potentially more advanced video formats. Some rumors have even pointed toward 8K video, although this is far from confirmed. If Canon combines high-resolution video with fast autofocus and an APS-C sensor, the camera could appeal not only to photographers, but also to hybrid creators who want one body that can handle both stills and video. Another major question is image stabilization. Rumors have suggested that Canon could significantly improve in-body stabilization, potentially reaching a very high-rated number of stops. Again, this is not something Canon has confirmed, but if the next R7 receives a stronger stabilization system, handheld shooting in low light and video recording could become much easier. There is also an interesting strategic question behind all of this. How far will Canon allow its APS-C flagship to go? Canon has to make the R7 Mark II powerful enough to compete with other high-end APS-C cameras, but it also has to make sure the camera does not become so capable that it takes sales away from Canon's full-frame models. That balance could determine almost everything about the final product, including its sensor, speed, video features, body design, and especially its price. And this is exactly why I think waiting could be worth it for certain buyers. If you already own a decent camera and do not urgently need an upgrade, buying the current R7 today could mean missing out on a much bigger generational jump. On the other hand, if you need a camera right now for an upcoming trip, wildlife project, professional assignment, or important event, the existing R7 is still a very capable option, and there is no guarantee that the next model will arrive soon. In fact, reports have been conflicting, with some earlier rumors pointing toward a 2026 launch, while later reports suggested that an R7 Mark II might not arrive this year at all. That uncertainty is important because this is exactly what makes the current situation so interesting. Canon could surprise everyone with a powerful new APS-C flagship, or the company could make fans wait much longer. But if the rumored specifications are even partially accurate, the wait could make sense. A higher resolution sensor, dramatically faster shooting, better autofocus, improved stabilization, stronger video features, and a more professional body would turn the next R7 into much more than a simple refresh. It could become one of the most exciting APS-C cameras for wildlife, sports, travel, and hybrid creators. And perhaps the biggest reason to pay attention is that Canon's APS-C lineup is still relatively young compared with its full-frame ecosystem, meaning there is plenty of room for Canon to make a major leap with the next generation. So if you are currently looking at the EOS R7 and wondering whether you should buy it or wait, my advice is simple. If you need a camera immediately, the R7 remains a strong choice. But if you can wait and your main goal is maximum speed, autofocus, resolution, and future-proof performance, keeping an eye on Canon's next APS-C camera could be the smarter move. Because if Canon really delivers on even the most ambitious rumors, this might not just be another APS-C upgrade. It could be the camera that finally makes everyone ask whether they really need full frame.